Fuck off. Fucking cunt. You fucking cunt. You fucking bastard. You fucking cunt. So, I haven't got fridge at home. Well, I have, but it's outside the house. We haven't got any rice. I just bought a bottle of Bombay. First time I've done this actually. Did it a long time ago. And we'll have a few drinks here and get some rice to take home. Some ice, should I say. The beautiful lady. I didn't realise that was going to be so small. That 249 yen. Yesterday wasn't sure if I was going to get to pay my bill. I couldn't drop the phone this morning, so I'm really pissed off. Anybody there, please talk, or I'm going to switch off. I'm drinking Bombay Sapphire. Don't talk then. Here I am. If you're dropped into here by chance, my name is Gary from Sheffield. YouTuber, Gary, that's my channel. Oh, I forgot to put her fucking lemons in. I've just been and bought these lemons. Just been and bought the lemons especially for the drink. Excuse me. Just wondering whether I should get some potato fries, but that would be the third plate today. But fucking cheap fucking thing. That's why it won't stand cleanly. And that's that, just in case things don't go well. So basically I've come in here to steal some ice cubes. And inside my bike there is a some Tansan, some Wilkinson's tonic. I can taste that lemon now. Speak now or forever hold your penis. The minimum wage here at this restaurant in Japan is 926 yen, which is about $8.50. But a few years ago, 926 yen would have been about $11. Then the dollar got strong, the pound got weak. Ooh, maybe I can go back on that board and order history. No, but that's from coupon number. What was that fucking chip number now? I forget. 120. Oh, some visitors. Hello, Maydream F. How are you? Thank you for popping in. Cheers. This is my orange and vodka orange, gin and orange, gin, vodka, gin is gin. Bombay Sapphire. I'm looking good. Syngas. All the gas has gone at me. This is what we used to have in, just go in Spain shopping and get some water, and it was like syngas or con gas with bubbles or without bubbles, and that was not Michael Jackson's Monkey. I do speak Japanese. Where are you from, Sin? If you're saying lad, I don't know where you're from. I guess the West. Australia, New Zealand, Britain. I was hoping that my cousin, I've been chatting to my cousin in England. I was hoping he was going to come and join the chat, but he's taking his dog for a walk. Ow. I need to shave up here and shave up my head and get drunk. I was drinking a bottle of wine a day, or trying to. I didn't complete it recently, but that was 500 yen, and I'm just thinking maybe if I had like a bottle of gin, about 800, 900 yen, and just had like a third or a half of a bottle, maybe a third of a bottle should do it, shouldn't it? So if you take a measure, So normally a big shot would be like 80 cc or 90 cc times 7. So you could have a couple of those big shots, last you 3 days. And there was so the Bombay set was a bottle of Bombay, and this is dry Bombay. The other one's normal, I guess. And they're like with a server, a little stainless steel server. Kind of cute. If I have a good couple of days, get some money, I might do that. I've been like this last few years. I've been used to gin and tonic in the hub. But I did. Luckily, this guy was an alcoholic. All right, Tom, and he gave me the remains of his bar, and in this bar there was a large bottle of Cointreau, which I fucking dropped when I opened the car door at the back, and a large bottle of 1 litre bottle of Bombay. And that's when I first started drinking it. So is the world going to end as we know it? I doubt it. 7% of people, I've got like a 3% chance of dying, I think, something like that. No, well, 2%, something like that. Over 60, well, I'm 60, I'm not over 60. He said 60 to 70. If you're over 80, no good news. 15% of the people died were over 80. Because, your lungs aren't the best, I suppose. But also, if you're a smoker or you're a vapor, no good news. How's it going in, Tom? I guess, Tom, you're an atheist, aren't you? They should have Chunderberg. Tom, do you know what the word chunder means? You're a vapor, stop it. It's a fucking up. Not only is it a bad habit, it's stinky and it's not cool. Yeah, well, I've never smoked, so yeah, that's where I was aiming at. Yeah, well, chunder is like sick or to throw up. What's the Greater Chunderberg? Chunderbergs all go. She said she's 50,000 people. Governments around the world have abandoned young people because there's no fucking future for them. They say, here you have a shitty little course where you think you're learning everything and you think you're smart when you'll know fuck all, and you've got like fucking £10,000 worth of fucking debt. But if I was in America and I was one of these students with like, I don't know, some of these debts are getting really fucking sky high. But if I had like $100,000 worth of debt, I would be fucking leaving America, or I wouldn't be paying the fucking debt. That is a fucking cert. And I am sure that a lot of young American people are thinking that way. I've seen some things on the net where they're saying that people in their 30s and 40s and 50s are still fucking paying off the debt. That's ridiculous. No, I'm not worried at all. No. Look, there's 130 million people in Japan. 6 people have died from it. Do you know how many people have died from fucking... Probably a lot... Probably several hundred or 1,000 have died for it this year. Died from flu this year. In America, 50,000... In America, 4,000 people die a month from flu. So, and in China, probably the massive numbers in China. You know, you're probably getting 10 or 20,000 people because it's elderly. It's once you get old and you catch a flu, if you hadn't had it before, it's fucking bye bye. What a 12-hour ambulance is fucking crazy. It's just a money making. It's a money making scam. They'll just send the bill in for the. They'll just send the bill into the fucking local. Oh, we did this. This is how much it costs. All these people are on overtime. Hello, fan DB. In fact, the most worrying problem now is the Turkish border. The Turkish border are sending like fucking. My cousin says like millions of people towards the border. They're not. They're fed up of what they've been doing with them, and so they just says, "Hey, you have fucking get to Europe." That's what you call a problem. And now, if I was an evil person in the West, I would be throwing that virus into those people. If I was evil, because that is a massive problem, and I'm sure that some leaders have already thought of that. But the thing is, like, this is what fucking what do you call her? Clinton started all this. Already from now. What time is it? It's still early there, so. How close is the ski field? How close are you going skiing today? You just have a few hours on it, yeah? What time does it close? Maybe I should have some. Otsumami, is that a side dish, otsumami?
はい。
ここにある？
はい。
どこ？
サイドディッシュなんで。
あ、サイドディッシュ。
この辺。そっちはサラダになってる。
え？
そっちはサラダになってる。
そう、おつまみ見えないけど。なんちゅうの？
何を探しですか？
どうぞ。
何を探しですか？
カキフライ。Fried squid testicles, or tentacles, sorry.
今おつまみカキフライがなくて、
あ
カキフライだとこれの。
あ、サラダ。
はい、
Oops, it is. Okay, とりあえず。
はい、わかりました。失礼します。
Oh, really? Which one was it? Yeah, maybe the people are saying, tell me what you think was a good video. Ikawa taberu. Ika? No, Ika's not. Ika, the squid does not. These are the dishes here. Rich taste French fries, fried chicken, fried squid. I've never had that here actually. It looks like it could be good. Maybe that's a new one. Horse mackerel, crab, cream crook. Oven baked mozzarella with tomato sauce. Takoyaki, they're probably frozen. Do not want to eat those. Fried eggplant and miso. That's the cock. That's the cock emoji. Oven baked corn. That looks absolutely fucking disgusting. Naan. I don't want that. Sometimes I have that one. The Greenwich, the grilled spinach, which has now become Greenwich. Greenwich meantime. Today there was a gate. The itchy boy, fucking on man, he was scratching his. When he came in, he was scratching his leg, on his left leg, and then it moved on to his. He was honestly, he was scratching his fucking head for 15 minutes. I am not kidding. He saw me at one bit, and I just like pretended to took the gaze away, and but it, you know, poor lad, one of these incel. But you've got like in Japan, you've got a lot of these people with the with atopy. Mate, it wasn't. He was just probably nervous. That's all, you know. So I have the same problem, but with my balls. It's summertime. That they will be driving me fucking crazy, you know. You know, that's the sweatiest place. But if you're in a restaurant, I couldn't imagine the woman opposite next to him, just not too far away. She was there with a young child, and I'm just thinking, fuck, man. So she never noticed him, but if she'd have been sitting in the other chair, she'd have noticed him. What's that, Tom? Sauna? No, Nanny? Tom's speaking to me in Japanese all of a sudden. No, Ika's not. Maybe you're getting mixed up with Kaki. My friend on YouTube, a big lad from, is Korean American, and he sent me a photo. It was a photograph on Facebook of some fucking delicious fresh oysters or raw oysters in Osu, which is quite close. Well, it's in Nagoya, and there's nothing wrong with that, pal. And they look fantastic, really good price. $5 for two really large oysters. So I want to go to this shop. But he says he can't eat too many because it gives him the shits. Will Annibal, vodka, kinda. All right, Ed. Vodka, white, wakindo, wakindo. What the fuck are you saying? Oh, there's some shoes like here. Do another quick look through the blinds. Before there were on the next table, there were 4 housewives, and 2 of them were quite attractive. You don't want you don't want my live stream. You don't want my live stream to be freezing on your ends. There's nothing worse when you get a live stream that's freezing on your end. Time for another Bombay tonic. I'm doing an Ed. There you go. Oops, dear, fucking bad that. I was just caught out by the fucking waitress then. Hope she's not going to say anything. Got my lemon as well. Lovely. You'll just have to use your imagination to what I'm saying when it freezes. Oh, looks. Cunt. Yeah, but don't forget, it's amazing we're fucking talking. When I lived in New Zealand, I stayed in the basement of an old couple's place. I took the phone off the wall, cycled into town. I dug up a fucking connection in the street from telecom, and I phoned home. I phoned home with a pair of wires. It's a virtual reality. This one is lemon. Watashi no chikatetsu. Yeah? I can see most. So you're living in the basement. And when I just set that up, I was just calling someone. And then a van came around the corner. I thought it was a fucking telecoms van. Hiding in my basement. And when I got arrested by the police, it was because I was going into the telephone exchange in Queenstown, and they'd left the side window open, and I was phoning my girlfriend up from New Zealand, because they have like a line you can use for. It's called the subscriber line. And then the last night before I went home, the window was closed, and so I took a fucking pissed. I took a pair of ladders from one of the trucks, put it onto the second floor, climbed in through the doors, and then the alarm went off, and so I went outside. Been waiting for 20 minutes. I thought no one's coming. Then I went back into the building. She just said hello on the telephone, and I heard them coming upstairs, the guards, and so I ran out of the bottom window, and maybe I told the story before, a Rottweiler was coming towards me. Very luckily, the Rottweiler was a puppy. One Piece No Volume 95. No idea what that fucking means, mate. Do I look like a geek? Also, yep, I don't recognise that kanji. He's got a face mask on. What mask are you asking now, Ed? The kanji was wearing a mask. I didn't recognise it. Rice bowl topped with grilled salmon belly, vegetable crispy seafood, soupless noodles and rice. Special beef kimchi hot pot with half udon. Hajime Masha, hello, Israel Malta. Is it hard to? No, it's not. It's not. If I was going to pick a language that was harder than Japanese, it's Thai. It's the Thai language. But the pronunciation, of course, like any language, they take 900 hours. It takes 2 years to learn a language, unless it's very similar to your language. Rich cheese taste French fries, tender pork. Oh, that looks really nice. Tender pork ginger. You used to like that one, Ed? Pork ginger. That was nice. Beef stew. Hamburg grilled chicken. Beef cut steak, soy-based sauce or garlic sauce. UAV vodka. I don't know what that is, friend. Yeah. Well, the base of the English language is quite high, so with French words. So I can spill speak some French like fucking 50 years after I first learned it. It's a good UAV. I've never heard of it. Watashi chiktetsu wa ishin denshin no yoi desu shinke. Is that ishin igochi? Is that igochi like Tamagotchi? Ishin denshin is like communicating this one. Tom, I thought you were going fucking skiing. No, like Ishin Denshin is when it's what my karate sensei mate always says to me, is when you've got the same feeling. I moved to Japan because I thought that I was a telephone engineer in England and worked for telecom, and I thought if I needed to get another job, if I'd have stayed on telecom another 18 months, I could have got like a 20,000 quid payout. Never been fucking good with money. Yeah, Tommy's learning Japanese, good on him. But is he typing that or is he translating it? I really think so, he's turning Japanese. One of the best songs ever, by the way. My Japanese Boy, another good song. Which Cunt Nicked My Rice, that's a classic. Okay, don't fucking phone and drive. I moved to Japan because I thought that if I spoke Japanese I could get a good job in England. How long will I live in Japan? It depends on this fucking virus. Oh, do you want to look at this couple in love? Looking at the menu together. That'll last another fucking 3 months. That's it, then over. All those fucking, I think that turning Japanese. Just imagine if that had been like now it's really popular. If that had been released nowadays, fuck man, that would have been a #1 song. Now I wonder why he's asking that question, Tom, because we were talking about that earlier, weren't we? What is driving me nuts is I've got a little steering wheel inside my underpants. Konbanwa Irakura Santa. Oh, konbanwa. There is some news for you. There is some news for you that Iwama's brother is cleaning up the house. He's making it nice and tidy. It looks like he's a horticulturist. If you're Japanese, try saying that. I have got on my phone. I've got the IDMB app. I love IDMB. I think it's great, especially when you've got like if you come across a new actress that you like. My favourite actress at the moment, and I realise that, you know, the Olsen sisters. They've got like a younger sister that I love, and I realise it dawned on me after a few months. It looks like my old girlfriend, and it's very similar to my old girlfriend. Listen to this is what happens when you've been here so long. There was a Seinfeld episode where this girl was doing that. Sarcastic. Just when you think it's safe to drive home the 18-wheeler. I started writing one. I didn't write it. It was in my head. It was a song with Miley Cyrus and the Virus. She used to be a thesbo, but now she is a lesbian. I, like I, when she sings Miley Cyrus, when she's in that wrecking ball, she's quite cute in that. But listening to her speak is fuck. I would hope she wouldn't speak when she's having sex. Well, until I got fired, until I got fired from Uber every day. Don't tell that fucking joke again, you racist cunt. Okay, this is. Have you seen the one? There's something on YouTube where they say there's this Indian, this Pakistani, this Jew, this homosexual, and this black guy and this white guy walk into a bar and nothing happens because they're trying to say if you're normal, nothing happens between people that are different sexually or different races. I got fired from Uber. Send me some cash, you cunt. That could be a fucking character in a film. That couldn't cash, you cunt. The Russia, the Russian that is always asking for money. Send me some cash, you cunt. Oh dear, this fucking vodka's working. It's not. It's working that good. It's gin. I said, hey, Uber lady, I want you to be my baby. Yeah, I love your smile, it makes me warm inside. I love your clothes, I think you got great style. I'd like to see them next to my bed in a pile. I said, hey, Uber lady, I love you. Now put your clothes on and get some food. Have I not told you that before? What will I do with cash? What cash? What would I do with cash? I would, what would I do? I'd buy a ticket, go to England, and then stay in England for a while until I got my money from my pension. Then I would open my bar again in the house, maybe pay a little bit of rent. I don't care what, I don't know what the people think of me. I don't give a shit. Why would I? I'm 61. I've done more things that most people have done. So what happened to Uber was, it's just like in America and all over the world. You've got these people that are fucking cheapskates because that's why they're using Uber in the first place. Don't forget, at the end of the day, Uber customers in cars are putting their lives at risk for saving a few dollars. So these cunts, when you're using a service that is cheap or you're paying money for something, a lot of people just want to use an excuse to, it's like buyer's remorse. And so they want an excuse to get back at someone or something, and they take it out on the driver. And if you look at, the problem is, in America, and probably other countries as well, they've got these cameras in for their safety, but also not for their safety, for their job. Because if you say to your boss that this happened in the taxi or his car, and they've got 2 people or 3 people, and they say, no, the driver did this, the company will believe the fucking customer. They'll believe their story. They will not support the fucking driver unless he's got hard fucking facts or proof. And even if that happens, they'll suggest that the driver did something to fucking irritate or agitate the fucking customers. And it's the same with food. So what I did, the third time, can you imagine? You're fucking delivering food. 2 people give you 10,000 yen notes. It's like a $100 bill. Even if you're in a fucking shop in America, they will not accept a fucking $100 bill. In Japan, it's a 10,000 yen note. I had changed 2 10,000 yen notes already that morning. The third girl gives me a 10,000 yen note. I want to give her, so under my breath I say, fucking hell, she heard it. And she gave me like 10,000 yen plus 850 yen. She wanted 9,000 yen notes in change. She did not want 8,000 yen and 150 yen, which is what I gave her, because I didn't have 9,000 yen notes. So this has pissed her off because she's already decided what's the change she fucking wants. I said before, one cunt, he gave me 5,000 yen, 497 yen in fucking the exact money. Can you imagine that? 497 fucking yen. This is what these cunts are like. Because they regret having to pay the 400 yen, the 500 yen, the 800 yen delivery charge. But I don't stand for that shit, so I give them shit when I go. But apparently, Uber doesn't like you doing that. Customers can be cunts, Ed. But the thing is, nowadays, with Lyft or with Uber, whoever, the customers are the majority of cunts. I was a telephone engineer, and the majority, very, very, very fucking rare, that in England, that a householder would not offer you a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Very, very fucking rare. They just, every fucking time, do you want a tea, do you want a coffee? And you'd have 5 or 10 minutes, 15 or 30 minutes chatting with the customer, depending on how good looking they were. And it was a great life, but I did drink a lot of coffee, it fucked my teeth up. But they do offer you drinks because they're decent people. They recognise you're doing a service, you're putting their phone back online or you're installing their phone, and they're grateful. They're not like my brothers, the cunts. And so they offer you a drink. Sometimes they'll give you a fucking biscuit. And I'm sure that's this. Well, you tell me. You tell me. Is it the same in other countries? No, but they do pay. They do pay online. They have an account, but there are also a lot of cash customers. And these cash customers are known in the trade as cunts. So that's they like 50% pay online, 50% pay cash. And you can get, my mate got like 100,000 yen cash free, he never paid it back. Because a lot of people don't have credit cards. And if they don't have credit cards, maybe they don't want to use it. No, I wouldn't use Uber Eats either. They're fucking shite. $80,000, $100,000 and keep the cash. But then I realised it was a fucking good job. You could earn, if you're willing to work hard, you can earn like Yonju man, Goju man plus working for Uber without a fucking doubt. You can earn that money a month, and it's tax free. Well, it is expensive because you're paying the delivery charge. They're not. Sometimes they offer the delivery charge free, and then it goes fucking haywire. Especially McDonald's. The McDonald's staff, when they offer this fucking free delivery on McDonald's, it goes fucking berserk. The staff are driven fucking crazy because they have to contend with the customers they've already got, plus these fucking 20 to 50 to 100 customers in a day that want delivery food. They want that food because it's free delivery. Every fucking cunt. Because they're idle, worthless, useless fucking bastard cunts. And these are the same people that have just got a fucking shitty burger delivered that are willing to give you a down mark. Especially if you're Guardian, especially if you're black, especially if you've got a beard and black and Muslim. Racist cunts. Well, no, if you've got a large order and you've got the ordering for the family, if it's a $5 charge or an $8 charge, then it's split between 3 or 4 people. It's not expensive. But if you're ordering like a fucking, all right, Tom, take care, pal. If you're driving, take the car. Ask them for a black cream pie. I think I'm getting a kind of picture why you get mugged all the time, Sir Casting. Hello, I'm not sure if I pressed the right button. Are you still there? That's it. Yeah, so Mitchell, to your last, what would I do if I got the money? I would reopen my bar. I think I need about 1 million yen, or maybe even less. When I opened that bar, I built most of it, the bar, and I spent about 1.4 million doing the bar. And when other people, they get companies in and they spend like between 5, 10, 15, 20 million yen. I did it all myself for 1.4 million. And like I did the kitchen, I did the plumbing. You're back. I'm back. I'm like I am like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but without the sexual undertones. Well, I shouldn't say that really. Hoping my dreams come true. Sometimes, Mitchell, I think you're just taking a fucking piss, man. Well, I gave it up because, well, it was like at that time I was earning about $10,000 a month cash, and I did the bar for fun, and I thought I might make more money. I didn't do it, so I just not too many customers would come in because I didn't run it properly, and that's why I gave it up. But I also did it. I also did it because I was teaching as well. And my wife, I wanted the kids. I did like one class every day, and the wives would come in with the kids. I would. It was cheap class, so I would sell them mum's coffee, and so it worked out quite good. One of your wishes came true. Well, there you go. Look, everyone only needs one wish, and that is to win on the fucking lottery. The next thing after that is to like handle it, try to handle the win on the lottery, and it's the same with fame. Try to handle fame, and I was watching one of my favourite people. I must admit, is Shia LaBeouf. Fuck, he's funny as fuck. Can you imagine that kid was doing fucking stand up at 10 years old? His dad was a fucking. He was. I wish my dad was just a petty thief and a wife beater. I really wish he could have been. You know, if your dad, like, if he broke into a fucking, stole a load of jewels or a bank robber, there's some kind of pride in that. But being a fucking petty thief, there's no pride in that. No, at that time it was 800,000 yen cash. Yeah, electrician's a good job. But like I say, investments, I had a couple of good investments, and they both went fucking private. They both said fuck off. I invested in a gay company. It was called Cubid, and instead of fucking selling the shares, I bought more like a fucking stupid cunt. Because gays had to make it big one day. No euphemism there, but you know, and this Cubid was a television channel. I bought in on the penny market, and there was like my portfolio was worth about $140,000, and I fucked up. Maybe you should invest in the gaijin bar in Japan, the Yorkshire pudding. Yeah, I thought I might be able to make like 300,000 yen a month from the bar. Well, it's in my house, so I had no rent to pay. The rent was like 115,000 yen. Hello, Carl. How are you going, pal? Carl, are you from Sweden as well? I asked a friend, my karate friend, he gave fucking 3 million to this fucking nigger from Uganda and his Philippine wife. He moved his fucking dogs to a new place, and he gave them a loan of 3 million yen. They haven't paid it back. They don't pay him rent, and I just said, well, fucking, lend me $1 million to open this bar. You've given 3 million to these cunts, And then he's he's an experienced businessman in that part. He knows exactly how much what it takes, how much things cost. And but he gave 3 million yen to this cunt from fucking Uganda and a fucking cunt from the Philippines, and they fucked him over. Well, it was pretty close, Carl. There's some fucking there's some French connected people down there, and France is not too far from. If you would have been a lawyer, you would have been Japanese enough for their parents. Did you know that all the French in Louisiana, they were fucking each other, and they got deaf. They went deaf. Did I do this joke before? Or maybe I did it on the thing. And I said, like, do you know this sign? Cajun, that's it. Do you know this sign? This is I love you. And I've done this sign when I've seen deaf people at the station. I've done that sign a few times. And then one day, I said this to this quite attractive. I said it to this quite attractive deaf girl, and she wrote, "Hello, Damien." Well, maybe I've seen that name before. All right, pal. Is it Damien Cremius or Damien Crisis? Are you pas Creole, really? Parlez-vous français, ma chérie? You're part Creole, I'm part arsehole. Seychelles, really? Wow. There's a few rapists on those islands. I'm having a few drinks tonight. I'm drinking this. Should the thing is, I've just got a new job, and all the kids are in the fucking bus outside. Have I ever been deceived? Everybody's been deceived, pal. Who's your source? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not sure. The virus has affected my work because the price of steel has gone down. But it's 30, gone down 2 yen, but it was 15 yen, now it's 13 yen. So in that respect, it's gone down, it's affected it. Yeah, on the islands, there's like some rape cases and murder cases, yeah. That's where all the rich people go and deserve to be raped. Fucking all this. You're 17, you're still a virgin. I think we'll be having this conversation in 20 years' time. Actually, I had my first kiss when I was probably 11 because my dad was in jail. My mum used to go to the pub, and one of these the girl that used to babysit us was called Rita Willoughby, and she used to look like Rita Ora. She looked like Rita. I'm not fucking kidding. She looked like Rita Ora, and she used to practice kissing on me and my brother. So we would be kissing this girl when we was like 11 and 12 years old. In fact, we were 10 and 11 years old, I think, and we were practicing our kissing with this girl. Because we were young, so we never had no idea how to play with the tits or finger her because we were still children. But my auntie also used to kiss me as well, the fucking slag. So I was kissing with my auntie as well, and it was sexual abuse, but I enjoyed it. And that Rita Willoughby, she went on to grass up my sister, and she went on with the cock of Chaucer School, the best fighter in Chaucer School. and my mate Alan Barker, who was the cock of my school, went to fight the cock of Chaucer School, and the cock of Chaucer School, David Emery, punched my mate. He gave him a fucking hook, split his fucking eye. It was all over, and we were following our mate to see this fight, but Dave. Carl, the worst thing about that is I believe it. Did you get like a, what do you call that fucking, what do you call that French stick? What do you call that French, a baguette? I always thought a baguette was a fucking midget prostitute. When did I start drinking? You mean tonight or? Do you know when, there's one thing that irritates me is about these young men, when the teacher has sex with them, and then they go and report the teacher. So this teacher has sex with them, and they go and report it. You know, like she deflowered me, and like I had a similar experience when I was like 15, and my teacher had sex with me, and I went home and told my dad, and I says, "Look, Dad, I've had sex with the teacher," and he says, "Oh, well, son, I'm really proud of you. Like, you know, that's fantastic news. You know, but don't tell anyone. Keep it a secret." So it continues, and my dad says, "I'm so proud of you. I am going to buy you a bicycle." And I said, "Dad," I says, "can I have instead of a bicycle, can I have a football?" He says, "Why, son?" He says, "Because my arse hurts." Well, I'm fuming now. I'm allowed now. I'm loud all the time. Oh dear. Why? Is that why I'm cursed or why am I cursed? I think. Can you work on your grammar there? I think which rice goes with chicken. I think it's. I don't give a fuck rice. You will die fucking a virgin. Well, that is possible. When I first came to Japan, after 3 days in Japan, my sponsor said he gave me this guy to take me out. He's one of his. He gave the company to this guy, and I said to this guy, "Look," and we got on the train. I saw the masks, and I said to this guy, then this is after 3 days in Japan. I said, "That mask, we need to put faces on that mask. We need to make different masks, make them funny." He goes, "No, no, no, you can't do that." He killed my fucking best idea ever. The fucking gay cunt. Who was it? Pocahontas. Oh dear. Oh dear. But did she turn round, Ed? It smelled good. They always do smell good, man. I did a coronavirus song, but I just forgot the tune. It was related to Mary's Cyrus. Is it Mary Cyrus? What's her name now? Is it Maria Cyrus? Damien Cyrus? I can't remember. But I did have a song, 2 verses, and she said, You may be the dream I never met. What's that? You did. Ed, you've never been ashamed in your life. Damien, if you're gonna take the fucking piss, please try to get fucking better at it, man. One of my many followers said, write a song, do a song about the virus thing. The very funny. And now I forgot the tune. I think I can get the verses back. I can't get the tune back. So I was ashamed. Yes, you should have met up with me a few weeks ago. Even my Muslim viewers have met up with me in Japan. Jewish viewers. You know, Victor, he gets hashed out all the time, but he just tells them to fuck off. It's called a luncheon voucher. What's that mean? Do you want to invest in this bar then, Mitchell, or what? Yeah, I was thinking of doing an album. The album that destroyed your childhood memories. Yeah, I'm just trying to think that Rachel is not. I'm thinking that Rachel is just a figment of your imagination. I don't know. My mate who works for Uber or Virus, he says there were not so many orders. So, because I was thinking of doing a video. I've still got my Uber bag of like spitting on all the food, and then just to. You would think it would get busier, wouldn't you? Yeah, exactly. No, looks like Miley Cyrus. She went and caught the virus. Fucking all this works. This fucking Bombay. What is this stuff? Look at that. I've only had a fucking. That's not even a quarter. Be right back, as Ed usually says. I like that one, Carl. First defeat, then the what is it? First defeat, then the fuck it. Who is Carlene? It sounds very South American. Colin's your wife. No, it's not rum. It's a Bombay Sapphire. No, it was dry rum. But I put it in the glass. Turns out it's fucking wet. It's fucking 800k. That was fucking 800 yen. 800 yen. Can you believe that? I asked the fucking guy in Liquor Mountain so many questions. No, it's not BYOB. It's just like it's sneaky bastard OB. But it's chill. I don't like evasive people. I've got a mate that's evasive, and he just doesn't. I don't like people that don't give me straight answers because I'm very honest. I'll tell you fucking everything on most things, and it's they can be used in. Then it's if you don't share that secret, then it's integrity. Yeah, it is. That's why I was so surprised. Fucking 800 yen for that bottle. And if I'd have paid for it, it would have been 800 yen. I should drink more often. Well, no, they like me at this restaurant. Maybe. Actually, one of the older waitresses, I read her name on a tag, and she's very precious. She's got one tooth missing. Oh, she's got one tooth. She's Spanish descent. She's called Juanita. $25 for a minute. I thought you were fucking giving me $25, Ed, you cunt. When I started drinking, it was 16. I think someone asked that question before. I went to my mates. My mates were bigger. Well, only a couple of inches. They were 5'10", something like that, 5'10", 5'11", and they joined the. And one of them was even younger than me. They joined the working men's club. They got me in. When I was 18, I stopped drinking. You don't drink, Mitchell. Neither do I, mate. Don't tell everybody. Yeah, apparently the biggest drinkers in the world are the Czechs, followed by, I think I poured too much fucking gin in there, followed by the Irish, I think. The thing is, I think per person the Irish drink the most actually, but there's a lot of teetotalers in Ireland because the stupid religious cunts. I do not drink anymore, but I also don't drink any less. How many Scots have I ever met? Well, I was in the Reserve Marines. There were a few Scots in there, and then there was. I don't think there were many in my pub, but I've met like one Scots. I like Scottish people. Scottish people are not a fucking problem. They don't like me. I've smacked one. Well, I had hold of one by his throat when I thought he was taking a piss, but that's about it. Well, I think he does right. Do you know when you're a young person, without a doubt, you think the Queen's a cunt. But when you get to realise that they have to be correct all of the fucking time, whatever they fucking do, they have to say, Mom, we've got like fucking 3 fucking places for you to go to today. 336 again. So to put it in like normal people's terms, it's like you getting ready for a fucking wedding. So you have to get ready for a fucking wedding 330 times a year. Can you imagine that? It, Kanye West. I knew that cunt was Scottish. Kanye West, I knew you were fucking Scottish. There's not many fucking black Scottish, I'll tell you that. My thoughts on Harry, well, as my nickname was Harry, for when I was in England, my nickname was Harry in the pub, Gary Firth, Harry Worth. Everybody called me Harry. I was the first prince. I was the first prince of Sheffield. And of course, I was also a ginger when I was a kid. So I'm very in tune with Harry. And Harry, Gary, how can I not like that fucking kid? We've both been in the military. We've both been to Las Vegas. We have. He's got an older brother that's a cunt. I've got younger brothers that are cunts. He named his kid Harry because it's a good name. Look, Harry's a cool guy. Can you imagine being followed about and having all this shit fucking writ about in the papers? If I was Harry, if I was a rich man, I would find out with these fucking... This is why Putin does this. Putin kills these fucking cocksuckers. In Putin's case, it might be a different thing because they're pointing out fucking irregularities. But with fucking the wife, they're just fucking cunts. They're fucking cunts. I fucking hate these fucking cunts. And if I ever met one in a pub, I think I would fucking slap him. Without a fucking doubt. They're fucking cunts. How the fuck can you do... Did I say they're fucking cunts? Well, what I really mean is, they're fucking cunts. Fucking cunts. Harry served in the fucking army for fucking 10 years. He started the Invictus Games for disabled war veterans. He has so many fucking charities. He helps loads of fucking people. He's a true and honest person. And anyone who fucking slags that guy, you're a fucking cunt. Is that clear? I was crawling to a woman. She's fucking hot. Why is he crawling? You don't kiss... You have never licked your wife's arse. Well, I think it's something you should try. He's a simp. I don't know what I said. I don't know what that means, simp. Yeah, I think she said lizard. I think, but that was quite funny because David Icke is so right on so many things, wasn't he? Fucking hell, that was it. I almost said man's then. If you lick a woman's arse, it's the, like I said, as long as it's clean, it's the most. I think it's called rimming. Alex Jones, no, is that psycho cunt from America that's been banned? No, I don't like that cunt. He's fucking crazy. Is Alex Jones on the thread, or did I misunderstand that? When was the last time I went back to motherland? Germany. The last time I went to Germany was when me and my judo teacher we missed the fucking flight in connecting flight in Korea because the cunts can't fucking say anything. And so me and my judo teacher ended up going to Frankfurt, then going overland to Belgium, and then going over on the ferry to London. And that's when we both had money and fucking credit cards. Is it a gulls horse? You're into gulls now, are you, Ed? Ed, are you into Steven Seagull's horse? Oh no, it's got to be an Asian horse. It can't be like the big fat. Oh my God, you can't like a cellulite horse. No, no, no. Oh my God. Oh dear. This conversation's getting worse. Mitchell, if you really got lucky, and you've got loads of cash, send me $50 to myends@yahoo.com or on this feed. Otherwise, I'll just think you're full of shit. Because if I was in a similar position where if I like. I do like quite a few YouTubers. I would send them money if I had money. I sent money to Milat, which is an Indian, it's run from America, but they send money to Indian people doing things in India, like people that are helping children, people that are helping mental handicapped people in India, people that are giving food, and I've sent money to those people. And so that's what I'm saying. If you've got some money, send me some money. Otherwise, you just fake, mate. Don't start taking a fucking piss. You're right, Ed. Asian ass is eatable. I had a mate here, and he was sending 20,000 yen to a girl in the Philippines to help her with education, and he used to go and visit her in the Philippines for whoopee time. But when she said, "I want to come to Japan," he just went, Fucking no way. And so now he's got another, because he's like in his 40s, but he's a good looking guy. And he's a very nice guy as well, very, very nice guy. And now he's got a new Philippine girlfriend in the Philippines. And so if you want a Philippines girlfriend, you just send like a cute girl like 20,000 yen a month. That's how it's done. See you later, Carl. So you didn't. So did you catch anything that I said over the last few minutes, Mitchell? Did you hear what I said over the last few minutes, Ed, regarding Mitchell? Oh, okay, good. So that wasn't buffering then. Oh, okay. I said said that he did well in investments in the 1990s, and he travels all over the place, blah blah blah. And I just said, well, if you've got some money, send me $50. Otherwise, you're full of shit. So that's what I said, basically. So in timeshare, we used to say money talks and bullshit walks. Is that you're referring to is that 16 stone, Ed? Yeah, I wrote a poem about that. It's what do you call those? Not the masochists. What's the other side? You know, the girls that like whip people. So I wrote a poem about that. Sweet 16 stone, she ate everyone out of house and home. I will, Ed. I will. Ed, how old was you at the time? Mitchell, you didn't reply to my question, mate. I said send me $50 or I just think you're full of shit. Because you've got all this money. You're an investor, you did well. I'm just trying to suss you out, pal. That's it, dominatrix, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna fucking put... Ed Denoy, can you do me the fucking favour on the guy that's pissing me off at the moment? I don't think dominatrix are usually cute, are they? They are like big, maybe a little bit sexy, but cute. 16 stone girls, they're not usually cute. Mitchell, you seem to be avoiding my question, mate. Where is dead here? Oh, say goodbye to Mitchell. Eleanor Rigby picks up the walrus that's been in the church for a while. It's got the piles. Shit, man, this fucking vodka is a lot better than the wine. There's another one. There's another one in the shop. It's reduced to like it's 47%, 47% proof. Beef eater reduced from like 1200 to 1000. I've still got fucking. Eddie, you're talking about Russia. A Russian girl. Oh, Kochi. I thought it was a Kochi in Russia. That's where the old Oh, is that Sochi? That's where the old Oh yeah, I went to Kochi this year. Or was it last year? Yeah, Sochi maybe is in Russia. I remember that, Eddie. We talked about it. Yeah? Ed, do you have any children? I never asked. Do you have any children with Japanese women or with American women? Hello, how are you? Genki desu ka? You- You're looking nice tonight.
今日はジュース
Eh?
片付けとくね
This is Damasaraka. 小さいでしょ。
ちょっとだった
あ、そんなに
もっといっぱいある
Damasaraka. I ate Kochi arse. It's how you first start off then, is it, Ed? Arse first. So, so did your Japanese girlfriend say, I like lemon? And you started shoving your foot up her ass. What is it you in Japan? You say kuchi desho for pussy. I don't know in whose world or in whose mind or whose whatever you thought that might be vaguely interesting. Here's a question for you, sarcastic. What is ASDA short for? ASDA actually they sent cider from ASDA to Japan, and it was a Walmart thing, and they were selling it as wine for 600 yen. And Then they realised the price. I still bought it because it was still fucking cheap and good. Then they reduced the price to 400 yen for a bottle. I couldn't have been fucking happier. Then the bastard stopped selling it. ASDA is short for Associated Dairies. I almost said diaries, but it's Associated Dairies. That's a good fucking quiz question. What kind of fucking question is that? Well, of course you never knew that, or should have fucking replied Associated Diaries or Dairies. Oh dear. I think in your life you come like working class people. They come across people who think that people that haven't been to university don't know fucking anything. They really have this fucking assumption. There are some fucking people that have got degrees that are such fucking stupid cunts, without a fucking doubt. And so someone said to me once that Steve takes the piss out of people and they don't realise that he's... I'll say that again. They do realise they're taking the piss or attempting to take the piss, but they just refrain from fucking punching their face in. Sonny is in a town called Disposition. This is where all the Muslims come from. Oh my god. These are the lemon slices you get these days. No one cares. Like sarcastic, you're like the other cunt that was on here before. You came to Japan, you were in the area, you didn't fucking attempt or try to see me. So basically you're a cunt. Simple as that. Do you eat them without the skin? I think it's a good thing. Maybe you should put that lime on the rim before you eat it. Best way for diseases. It's 1,000 apologies. It seems you've been fucking influenced by fucking Muslims. Do you also call that plating? You know, when you're licking a woman's pussy, do you call that plating in America? And that's why sometimes we have the word, it's not very palatable. Well, people that do go into restaurants and they just order water and do things like they're just cunts. If you're going to abuse the restaurant, at least fucking... For example, if there's a... You can have a nami hodai, and sometimes people that have all you can drink free, they'll just say that, and in the hope that you will buy some food because that's where they make the money, or where they can make money. And if you just go in and you don't give them service, so You're just a cunt. You've got to go in. If they're giving you service for fucking drinks, then you should reciprocate by buying their food. If you don't do that, you're like my brothers. You're a cunt. Who is Kelly MacDonald? Lorraine Kelly's not hot. You must be fucking gay. Funny, yes. Likeable, yes. Hot, 25 or something. Ed, if you type in Lorraine Kelly and look, she might have been when she was like fucking 18 or 20, but she probably was. But in her 40s, it's personality. Yes, how about meeting up later this year? Send me a fucking plane ticket. I'll come up to Perth because it rhymes with Perth. The what do you call the bartender in Cheers? He wrote a song about Kelly. I stopped drinking Choo-Hai when I realised it's just fucking. I actually thought one of the Wilkinsons. I actually thought they had like fucking vodka and lime and lemon in it, but it's just all fucking. I've stopped drinking them totally now, and I've gone on to this. What the fuck are you talking about, Ed? He's studying relevance in the 2020s. I don't think Sonny is Japanese. Anyone ever make a meme of the train potting when they should have the trains potting and they were drinking beer? If you what you can do, what I did actually, I studied. I got a book. There's an Australian Japanologist, for the want of a better word, and he wrote a book on kanji, giving all the meanings to kanji and how to remember kanji. And I went through that book in 2 weeks. I got up to about 1,400 kanji, and I think I could remember about 600, 700 kanji. And I was studying like up to 10 hours, 12 hours a day. And you go to bed and the kanjis are just floating about in your fucking head. But you can do it. You can learn kanji in quite a few months if you do it a different way to what the Japanese system is. Without a doubt, you can do it. There's a German guy who wrote a book on it, and very popular book. They did it in 6 months, I think, because they learned. My cousin is a funeral director, and he says that when fat people die, they have attendants that sort out the bodies. The bodies brought into the and the people that are burying the body or burning the body, they kick the fuck out of fat people. They abuse the body. They hit it. They kick it. They punch it. They have no respect for the fat. So maybe that's a good excuse to lose weight. I don't know. Well, they didn't respect their body, so why should other people respect their body? So the waitress just told them. So maybe obviously there are a lot of new people that they come to this restaurant, and it's the first time. So they have to tell them, "Korikara, from this machine, you've got to use this machine to order your food." Do I worry about making eye contact? No, I just scare the fuckers to death. I just stare at them until they look away. Where are you from, Sonny? I don't know if I asked this before. I can't remember everybody that comes on this. Oh dear. Okay. So, are you studying Japanese with the with a with a plan to come into Japan? Oh, you're already here in Skochi. Is that Katsurahama, that statue on the fucking top? I think it is, yes. Oh my god. I think my karate teacher friend gave me that katsuo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I fucking gave it to someone. He bought a load of it for all his Omiyage. He gave me one. I'm not sure if I gave it to someone. Oh dear. I'm such a cunt. Yeah, that's it. The famous. Yeah. What it would be great to see go back in time, but I think maybe my wife's father. My wife's father is like 6 foot, over 6 foot, and for 6'1", I think, and like for Japanese, that was fucking really fucking tall. So when my wife in the 1970s, he just stood head and shoulders above everyone, because the average height was probably fucking 5'5" or 5'6". I've been in quite a few interview rooms. The interview rooms are very small in Japan. What did you get arrested for? I think 800 yen on a bottle of Bombay gin is better than 500 yen on a cheap wine. You mean you were fucking smacking her about? Okay, that's good to hear. Yeah, I think it, yeah, the Japanese girl I was with in Vancouver Bay, she called the police. She called the police to kick me out. The Canadian police. They said, "Do we need to come into the house and throw you out?" I go, "No, I'll leave." Fucking- she was a rich. She was a lawyer's daughter, and she called the law on me. Popo, that's a great name. I like that word, Popo. It's great. The police, I think I broke my dad's record by having the police come to my house more times than even my dad. I have equal my dad's record. I'm just as popular as he was with his neighbours. I just wonder when we get these people. Yeah, there's a great song actually by a black dude. I sent him a message, the cunt didn't reply to me, black. But the bad news is, generally for black people, if the police come, it's never good news. There was Jimmy Kimmel did a thing with, and he was asking black people in the street, have you got any white friends? And he says, no, white people scare me. No, but with black people, they end up shooting them, Ed. I didn't realise where was being racist. No, they fucking end up shooting black people because they shot a fucking 10-year-old kid with a toy gun, and the cunt got away with it. They shot a guy. This black, he'd been stopped 66 fucking times, and he told the policeman that he got a gun. The copper fucking shot him. They're trained to shoot to kill. I'm sure they can shoot to disarm, or even fucking fire a warning shot. But they don't. They shoot to kill because the people that trained them are fucking cunts. And cops are fucking stupid, and so they believe this training, and they shoot to kill them. But they do kill whites, but not as many. Not as many. They do kill whites. You lived in Normandy. I was on the fucking beach making sandcastles. I think what Ed means, he was in Norman. See, we all, when we're in Britain, we all know Cayenne.
スアップじゃなくて、PR のあれ、ウッドベースだからさ、
Oh,
空の
fucking
空
hell,
の
man.
ベースアップが音がこう、ベース寄りに出てない、これね。ウッドベースって実はハイトーンまでいっぱい出てきたら、音色の中にだからベースアップよりはパワーアップ PA です。そこがいい場合なんです。PA パワードスピーカー。
Which river? Gold is all over the world. You just got to fucking find it.
まあ、ドラムセットにピックアップ取って、ドラムセットのアンプを一個つけてると、音
Oh,
が大き
she's
くなるの
nice.
で、聞きやすくな
Big
る。
Brazilian girl.
今日はセットのバスドラにミュートが入ってなかったから、あれはボワンボワンとするので、管楽器とベースの音程が全部かき消しちゃうんですよ。トニーとトニーはボワンボワン。
Did I use the N word? Maybe I was talking about a Japanese N.
ちょっと音欲しくないって言ったら、ミュートが入ってないです。ネジやって言ってるやつ。バスドラ、バンバンバンバン。全部管楽器とベース。
Now there is a lot of Brazilians in Iwakura, yeah, but they don't talk. They don't talk to anyone. They don't mix. I was talking to a really gorgeous fucking Brazilian girl. She spoke fluent Japanese, Brazilian, or Portuguese and English, and she just said the Brazilians are fucked up. They've got some kind of attitude problem. I met one guy, tall, skinny guy, long hair, spoke quite good English. His name was Edward, and I met him, and I said hello to him going in the supermarket, and he said hello, but he said to his friends in Japanese because I don't know him. He was embarrassed to say that he knew an old white guy. Ed, what you fucking think a big fat arse is attractive? What the fuck is wrong with you and other people? A big fat arse is never attractive. The basis starts in Africa, where men used to fatten up their wives on cow's milk to up to like 100 kilos, 120 kilos. They'd have big fat arse, big fat legs, for the simple reason that no one would want to fuck them.
リバーブでちょびんが全体に全体にそれ一番
No, I thought you did say that. We just said the famous for nice butts. Anyway, I'm drunk now, so.
釣り手を拾ってそれをリバーブかけて手は
Yeah, but I prefer small. It seems a lot of black dudes want a big fat butt. It's
あ、これも美味しかったな。また
well, if it's nice and it's got no cellulite, it can be good, but there's not many fat asses without cellulite.
意味がみんな。
Here is a photo that I took earlier.
本当だ。ビールだ。また飲みましょう。今日も一応ベースをやってなかった。うち FF だった時
The boundless syndrome.
インプットしたんで、カチャカチャと押すだけ。ベースの音色がね、どうしてもアンプ調子悪くて、調子悪くないはずなんだろうな。なんかおかしいんだよな。もっと澄んだ音がするはずなんだ。 いやいや、ずっと聞いてて、いろいろ調整したんだけど、なんか、それも治らないから、多分相性か、マイキングがちょっとあれなのか、ちょっと意味がない。まあ、なんともします。もっと綺麗な音がないと、ベースってね、目立つからね、ピックアップを切ると、カードさんから出てくるはずなんだから、そのビッところがかっこいいんだよ
I
ね。
think today there wasn't an increase
だったら音が聞こえるでしょ。
in Japan. There wasn't an increase in cases or deaths, and we got like fucking an increase of 6 in a population of like 128 million. I don't think people are gonna catch it.
おばあさん先に吹きすぎだ。
And like I said before, there was like so many things that have been going to kill us.
おばあさんちょっと音が吹きすぎ。
The press and the government, they just want to fucking put out there. Because it just gets people to forget what the real problems are. Young, don't die, you've been a... What's your name? There was an old Tommy Cooper joke, and I always retold this joke, but no one ever laughed at it. And it was one of the funniest jokes he ever told, and it's where Tommy Cooper had a girlfriend, and she had bad teeth or she had no teeth, and he bought her, he fixed her mouth up. He fixed her mouth up, and she had all. Yes, that's right. Yeah. And so he bought her teeth. He fitted her mouth out. He bought her teeth, and all of a sudden she came from being like a poor no teeth girl to a very attractive toothy girl with all of the teeth, and she got a new boyfriend. And so one day he was walking down the street and he saw this girl with a new boyfriend, and she started laughing at him. And what pissed him off was that she was laughing at him with his teeth. And I just thought that was the fucking funniest joke ever. But every time I told it, no one laughed. Bitch's story, I'm not sure what you're saying there, pal. No, it's a joke. Oh, sorry, you can't. Sorry, pal, sorry. My apologies. Just tape it and then slow it down. It's a funny joke. Oh my god. Yes, very drunk. I've been. Off a bottle of gin. What about you? Were you drunk? No, it's gin. I'm going to check, what time is it? I'm going to check the time. 21, fucking hell, it's already 10 o'clock. Oh my god. Drink more. I've already paid for it, pal. Thank you very much, and anyway, cheers, pal. I appreciate that. Arigato gozaimashita. But before I said it in English. Maybe that's what I should do in the future. Just get a few soft drinks and take in a bottle of 800 yen gin. I don't know, when people make comments like these, I just don't, are they making fun? They're trying to make fun. They're just stupid comments. Why would you say things like that? Are you trying to be funny? Are you trying to be clever? I don't know. No, I didn't. I didn't get money to go back to Britain. It's, still looking for it. Maybe there may be some cheap flights in March or April. Maybe if I'm lucky, maybe I don't need to go back. Maybe. Yes, so they say, yeah. But I'm drinking it with orange tonight, and like as oh dear, big fat pregnant lady just walked past. Yes, but I was speaking to someone on a pension site, and maybe they said I could set up a pension in the Isle of Man from one company or one bank, but I just need a new passport before I can do that. So I have to apply for a passport, and maybe that is cheaper than spending fucking 80,000 yen on a fucking plane ticket. Yeah, but the main problem is with these pensions, because when America and England they cut out all these bank account things because they think that people are fucking sending money to terrorists. But like fucking in America, they were flying in pallets of fucking thousand people's support. And then they're saying that normal average people, they make it difficult for them to. I had to, for my local bank, I had to put, as recent as like a few months ago, I had to say, or prove who I was, that my bank account wasn't fucking dodgy. There's nothing in the fucking bank account, but I have to prove it's not dodgy. The American government's flying in billions of dollars on fucking pallets. I'm dealing in a fucking few $100, at the most maybe $1,000, and this is the same for the people all over the world. But they're saying you could be a probable fucking terrorist. There's only one fucking, or there's a few terrorists, and these are the fucking American and European governments. I fucking hate these cunts. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason I'm doing that. Then once it's set up, you should not do that, Ed. It's very stupid. Send it to me. Yeah, I don't think you went, Ed. I don't think you went for the shit. You went to fucking smoke some dope, didn't you? No, I worked for Telecom 9 years, so it's a 9-year pension. It's very small. But the lump sum got a bit bigger, so that was good. What's not good is the fucking is the strength of the pound. If the pound was strong, I would ship it all. I would ship all the pension to me. If the pound was strong. When the pound was strong, I asked my sister said to me, "Your brothers are millionaires." So I sent them, "Can you lend me £10,000 to buy a truck?" They said, "We'll give you £50,000. That didn't materialise because my brother got caught in a bridging loan. My youngest brother lent him £200,000. Can you imagine? Have you got a brother that can lend you £200,000? Yeah, I've got a pension coming to me. I've got I think I've got 14 years in the pension system, something like that. It's not a full pension, but it's a pension. There is a possibility I can pay into the pension and get it paid, but it's a chance on whether I'm going to live long, because I probably am the heaviest of all my relatives. Well, most. Yeah, Ed, I think there's quite a lot of people here, especially these wankers fucking students. They came over when they were 22 and they never paid into the system. And so they've got no fucking pension whatsoever. That's how fucking smart they are. While these cunts were fucking studying, I bought. If I was a student in America or England, if it was possible, I would get a loan. I don't know how much you can get a loan for in America for the university, but I would get a fucking massive loan and buy a house and put students in it. What's that? How can you? Are you sure? Well, you can't get things paid in. Then again, it's the educated class. They abuse it. Are you sure that's true? Because they were talking about that if you were educated and you like went to 21 years old, where you, because especially a long time ago, people left school at 14, and so these people would have paid in like fucking 50 years pension.
今までこの辺に活躍してるプロの人って結構こんなにいいんだよね。そのプライベートのプロがいっぱいでしょ。あれもそれもつながってるんですか。あれ知り合ったの。呼ばれたりどっかで出たりそういう関係ですよ。
I thought in Britain it was like 3 years for a course. Because we were a lot smarter than the Americans. Oh, but why is that? Why is it 3 years England, 4 years Scotland? Well, of course we're fucking cleverer than you silly cunt. That's a problem with the fucking dependence, isn't it? I don't know who's chipped in there. What does that Susie pension mean? You're going to university in Norway or Germany where it's free. My son wasn't interested, but my daughter's fees, because I abandoned them, or I set my wife free. My daughter's university fees are 500,000, but she's in a public university, which is a better university and cheaper. It's 500,000 yen a year. So, but hopefully when the fucking pound gets strong, I can give her some money. If I die, then I'll just leave her the money. Oh fuck it! I'm feeling like Homer Simpson now. I am accepting my invincibility, or my, what do you call it? What are you doing? Well, neither did I. But it's worthless in any way yet. If you work for a fucking big company like gas, you're in the fucking big companies, your pension is fucking unbelievable, mate. It's like fucking $3,000, $4,000 a month. And these are the best people I like to meet. People that brag off about their pensions. I love it. Your name is sarcastic, and you're asking me if I'm being sarcastic. What is the point of calling yourself sarcastic if you cannot realize fucking sarcasm? Oh dear. The US max is 2,600 per month. For what is that, for working class people? Six. Well, maybe my brother gets it. My brother is like me. We've been working since 16 years old, 16 years of age. So he will have paid into the system superannuation, like 44 years. Then he's got a private pension. And the other month, a few months ago, he told me he couldn't send me £1,000. Yeah, his company has 50 employees. His wage bill, let's say, average is fucking £300 a week. So his wage bill is £1.5 billion plus his money. So it's probably his wage bill is like up to like £2 million a month, and he could not send me a fucking £1,000. This is the cunt I took a beating. This is the cunt I nearly died for. This is the cunt I gave fucking. I put him in my fucking flat, then I put in my house. This is the fucking cunt who has £1 million house, a multi-million pound fucking business, and he cannot send me a fucking £1,000. That is what you call a cunt, if you didn't realise.
打撃を聞くと使われるらしい。なんで
Yeah, there were like many years ago. There was a. I don't know if this guy was a fucking pundit or a fucking politician or a famous person, and he was saying that he doesn't need to claim his pension, but he wouldn't give it up unless other people gave their pension up. You see, the problem with America is you need. This is the best film ever, but you can't get the best film made is where people kill these fucking greedy bastards. The only people that are successful in relieving these greedy bastards of their money are women when they divorce them and take their money. These are the only people that can do it. There's a young Pakistani guy, Pakistani American. He does a YouTube channel, and he explains all about all the fucking scams that all these people do. It's a really good channel. He did a speech at a speech at the White House Correspondents. Very funny. Well, it wasn't that funny, but he's a little bit funny. And but he explains all these fucking scams that the rich are carrying out. All these people that are donating money. They're not donating money. They're not donating billions. They can get tax relief on it where they don't pay the taxes. They don't have to put the money into the system for many years because there's no limit onto how long they have to put the money into the system that they promised. The system sets up. The people that are writing the law, you get people that are saying that you do it if you can, but you can't do it because you need billions to do it. I don't know Jim Rohn, but it sounds like a cunt. That's what America needs. It needs fucking. It needs the 14th of July, without a doubt. A lot of these. Do you know Tony Robbins was the motivational speaker? And he had a fucking pretty shit fucking life as a kid. His parents and his they beat the fuck out of him. But there's only one way. I said many years ago, you should kill their children. So you think you've been doing this all for your kids? They should kill the kids. But just look at Trump's kids. Fighting them. Was it Ron's disease? Was that Jim from the fucking Star Trek? Shouldn't that come up? Yeah, well, I can't do a YouTube search on my phone now because I'm talking to you cunts, so... It's a 4-hour video. You sat through a 4-hour video. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's like he put the Rhone in Crohn's disease.
変なプレッシャーと後ろからのそこに思わず楽しみじゃん、もうベースってそうだからね、ウッドベースは。やりたいやりたい。だって今まで経験がないもん。
出た。出たよ。オレンジ。
まあ、慣れれば大丈夫。
ありがとう。
マーキングする場所が分からない。駅ベースから何も困るもんね。なんかウッドベースでベースでさ、急になんか。ああ、なんか両方でしょ。駅ベースですごい。
Oh dear. Thank you. You're so kind. Hey, making headways with the girl there. That is the best place for Japanese lesbians to be. Because, like the desert, they are dry. I think if a girl tells you that she's a lesbian, you should shove it up her arse. Then they've got no complaints. Sarcastic, can I ask you a question? Have you ever had a girlfriend? No, that's more than half. Was it from a woman? I think you know what they say, sarcasm is the lowest form of being a cunt. I would love to have a Scottish girlfriend. I think they're very attractive, the Scottish voice, Scottish women. No, I don't. Oops. Is that the ration of fatties or nation of fatties? Because if you look on your keyboard, the R is nowhere near N. I think the first time I fell in love with like a Scottish accent was in that film with the babysitter, Mrs. Doubtfire. That was the sexiest woman ever. Gobo no mawa. What's gobo? That's a vegetable shop. Turning the gobo round. I must admit, you don't meet many Scottish women and men either in Japan. I know 3. I know 3 Scottish guys in this area. One I've slapped on the floor, the other one I had by the throat, and the, and the third one is a good mate. So it's and an Irish guy has fucking punched him as well. I don't do too well with the fucking with the I don't do too well with the English subsidiaries. No, they just wouldn't listen to me. We were all drinking, yeah. The thing is, the guy that I had by the throat, he was mates with someone that I didn't like, that I really wanted to punch, and I think I took it out on him.